Hello everyone, I'm Geek Freak and welcome to the video. Today I'm going to be reacting to Death Battles, Aquaman versus Namor, yeah I can't pronounce that, Marvel versus DC. So if you guys haven't seen this video, go and watch that video first. As soon as you've done that, come back, watch this. So let's continue. I'm gonna say this. I know who Aquaman is. I mean I know him from the original Justice League and oh, how's this? He had like long hair, a beard, and he had like a hook for a hand. I think it was the DCLU. I think. I can't remember what the name was, but I know that Aquaman, but I don't know like the other reincarnations. But yeah, I know a little bit about him. But as for this guy, Namor, I have absolutely no idea who this guy is. I mean, here's the thing. I think this guy's supposed to be like the Aquaman sort of. Counterpart to Aquaman, I think. And I mean, it is the thing with Marvel. I mean, we've got like Spider-Man, we've got the Avengers, obviously. I mean, we got like let's see, it wasn't. Oh yeah, okay. There was Thor, there was Iron Man, there was the Hulk. There was let me think. Yeah, I'm terrible remembering things. Well, it is the thing. Even though Aquaman is part of the Justice League, like a sort of like off branch of them. I mean, I've never actually seen like this character before. I've never actually like got to. I mean we know like like Black Panther, and we know Silver Surfer. Okay, he wasn't. There was Captain America. I mean. But we've never actually like seen like I've never seen like Namor from Marvel. I really haven't. Which is a shame. I mean, Aquaman in the original DCLU was very interesting. I mean, he had like all these powers. He can control. He was the king of the sea. But Namor, I mean, in fact, hold on. I don't know who this Namor is, but they should have included him in the Avengers. I mean, that's what I mean. Come on, he can control the water. I mean, yeah, obviously everything would like would be like on land. He would be at a disadvantage, but I mean, he could like control. I don't know what his powers is, but if he can control like water, he could like use like the water that's like around him. Like saying, okay, I'm going to use like the water that's around me in these other pipes and all that stuff, and that'd be sweet. But again, I don't know what his powers is, so I'll have to wait and see. So, who do I think is going to win? Like, again, I don't know who Namor is, but I know what who Aquaman is. I know a little bit of his powers and so on and so forth. So, yeah, I'm gonna go with Aquaman for the win. So, that's said and done, let's get to watching. Oh, this is going to be exciting. So, this is Death Battles, Aquaman versus Namor, and 3, 2, 1, and... go!
You can discover the secrets hidden within your own DNA with a single kit from 23andMe. With more than 125 genetic reports, 23andMe provides numerous insights into your genetic history and health.
Yeah, like how the saturated fat and weight report can detail how your genetics affects your body's response to what you've been eating lately.
Great.
A 23andMe Health and Ancestry Kit is the perfect gift for Valentine's Day. Pick one up today at 23andme.com/deathbattle.
That's the number 2, 3, and me.com/deathbattle.
Again, that's 23andme.com/deathbattle.
Boo! Boo, Rooster Teeth. Rooster Teeth sucks.
You know the phrase,
I hate
plenty of fish in
Rooster
the sea?
Teeth.
Yeah, real
I
obvious,
stand with
but
Vic.
it turns out there's a bunch of superheroes down there too.
I don't think you understand what that phrase means.
Like Aquaman, the king of Atlantis.
And Namor, the first mutant and also king of Atlantis.
He's with
The first mutant.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and
The
skills
first,
to
really?
find out who would win a death battle.
Okay. Let's do this.
I don't get mermaids. I mean, they're kinda hot, But they're fish people? And then when you meet them, all they want to do is try to kill you. I guess Tom Curry got to be one of the lucky ones, if you know what I mean.
After a chance meeting, Tom was left to father Arthur, the son of a mysterious woman of the sea.
Though she thinks she was knocked up by a fish Jesus wizard, it's not important. Comics are weird.
Regardless, Arthur learned to hone his aquatic powers from a very young age.
Yeah.
When Arthur was just 2 years old, poor Tom thought he had drowned when he was actually just playing with some fish while breathing underwater.
Tom trained Arthur to master his powers until eventually his mother showed up with a heavy dose of truth. Arthur was the rightful king of the underwater city, Atlantis.
That's how Hook fanned.
I wish there were more stories about parents coming back in real life too.
And so, Arthur would descend the ocean depths to claim his birthright and maintain the peace between land and sea.
Awesome.
As the king, the superhero, Aquaman.
That is awesome.
Oh, are you one of the people who thinks that Aquaman is lame? Well, think again. He's super strong, super fast, and can chill deep underwater for as long as he wants. And no, he doesn't just talk to fish. He dominates their brains and forces them to bend to his will.
How awesome is that?
Only if he has to. He prefers to telepathically communicate with them, and most sea life respects him enough to come to his aid.
Except for piranhas, apparently, which ate off his freaking hand. I know you're a hardcore badass.
Damn.
And those fish bow to your kingly
Ah,
kingship,
crap.
damn it.
Not to worry, after a few gaudy hooks and a magic water hand, he got better. Arthur controls sea life by tapping into a worldwide phenomenon called the Clear.
Kinda like the Force from Star Wars, but just in the ocean.
Through the Clear, creatures he controls increase in strength. Some even become capable of breaking Green Lantern constructs.
Wow.
Also, Arthur's powers are not limited to just aquamarine life. He telepathically communicates with all sorts of animals and can even tap into the human mind.
What?
Wait, you're telling me he can mess with my brain too? Oh, get my hat, Wiz, the shiny one.
Well, he has difficulty dominating more intelligent life. His octopus friend Topo is one such example of a being he cannot forcibly control.
What's so impressive about that little guy? Oh,
Damn.
got it.
And for humanoids,
That's
the
scary.
most Aquaman can generally do is cause a headache or maybe a seizure.
That doesn't make me feel much better.
But while Aquaman has plenty of power on his own, he also draws from the mystical might of his most iconic weapon.
The legendary Trident of Poseidon!
And also the Trident of Neptune.
What?
Wait, isn't that the same god? Aren't they the same thing?
Well, kind of. They both can control water, summon storms, create force fields, and unleash lightning.
Yeah.
That one can teleport.
Awesome. Come on, do it. Kiss me, world.
You have to be in water.
You think beer will work?
Maybe?
Jocelyn, get the kiddie pool and the keg. I'm going to Disney World.
With added flight, hydrokinesis, earth manipulation, and more, Aquaman's trident was a perfect symbol to prove himself a mighty king.
Literally,
Neptune and
he's
Poseidon.
strong enough to push around oceanic plates, throw a submarine around with water magic, and lift this giant cruise ship.
This ship appears big enough to compare to the world's largest cruise liner, the Symphony of the Seas, which weighs an incredible 228,000 tons.
Wow.
He's fast enough to keep up with Wonder Woman and swim around the whole planet in just an afternoon. Oh,
Crap
and he even
bastards.
fought the ancient dead king of Atlantis, Atlan. This guy
Damn.
was so strong, he sank Atlantis centuries ago with one blow from his scepter, and Aquaman held back a repeat of the same attack with his bare hands.
While there's no official size for DC's Atlantis, it is officially considered a continent. Therefore, it has to have a greater landmass than Greenland, the largest island in the world.
Damn.
This means Atlantis must consist of more than 836,000 square miles. To sink or destroy it, Atlan must have been outputting potential energy averaging more than 155 trillion tons of TNT.
Damn. Everyone's always making fun of Aquaman, but he's pretty badass.
Well, he does have one rather lame weakness.
Go on.
He's essentially fueled by water.
Yeah.
If he's away from water for too long, he'll start to dry out, lose his powers, and eventually die.
He lives under the sea, he wears yellow, and he's absorbent? Wiz, I figured it out! Oh!
No!
Thank you.
Not SpongeBob. Moving on.
Well, Aqua King has found some ways to work around the water problem. He can hydrate himself with blood. God damn, that's hardcore.
Even with
Damn.
his flaws, Aquaman is always pushing forward to protect his people. He may seem strange and silly, but he truly is a worthy king of Atlantis.
Tell the surface dwellers to respect the sovereignty of my seas, or we'll return and finish what we've started.
Damn. Okay, who's this
We
guy?
all know this story. A wayward sailor meets a mermaid princess, and they fall in love.
Except this time, the fish people got to be wedding crashers and dragged the princess back to her secret home of Atlantis. Her dad was pretty pissed, but he got even more pissed when he found out that Daddy's girl had already been knocked up and popped out a brand new kind of superhero. Namor, the Submariner.
The what?
The neighbor of Atlantis is the prince of the deep.
Unlike those strangely similar aquatic superhero DC would create 2 years later, Namor would grow up among his fellow Atlanteans from the start. As the Prince of the Ocean, he received an impressive royal education, along with a sizable distrust of humankind.
Yeah, I'd have a problem with humans too if some of the first people I ever met were Nazis.
As the rightful heir to the throne, it was Namor's duty to protect Atlantis. And with his mixed heritage, he had plenty of unique abilities to do so.
He's got superhuman strength, speed, and durability. He can store water in his body and shoot it out of his pores like a human sprinkler.
Damn.
Which is gross.
Far more impressively, he can telepathically communicate with all types of marine life, including other Atlanteans, and can persuade them to follow his commands.
Okay,
Whether it
then.
be a squadron
Okay,
of
then.
armored sharks or a giant killer whale, the creatures of the sea follow the first mutant's lead.
Did you say mutant?
Yes, technically Namor is a three-way hybrid of human, Atlantean, and mutant genes.
Damn.
Unlike other Atlanteans, he possesses the mutant power of flight.
Oh, is that why he's got those tiny little wings on his feet? I always thought those were like little rudders.
Nope, he flies with them.
Wow, that is dumb.
Namor can also mimic the abilities of marine life, sensing lateral lines like fish or absorbing and discharging shocks like an electric eel. And for even more power, he wields his legendary trident.
All right, how many tridents does this guy have? Let me guess, 4?
Just one, the Trident of Neptune.
But I thought the other guy had a trident of Neptune. Oh! I think I just figured out why Aquaman had 2 different tridents.
There you go.
Okay,
Trident's got a
okay, I
bunch of
guess.
cool magic powers. It can control water, shoot lasers, turn people invisible, and if Namor needs some backup, he can animate objects and his
Yeah, I
surroundings
think-
to
I think
create living
Namor's got
beings to
this.
fight alongside him. And that's not even the only magic doohickey Namor has. He can use the Horn of Proteus to summon sea monsters like Giganto, which is a super whale
Nice.
with arms. Look out, birds with arms. I'm starting a new subreddit.
The Giganto is strong enough to withstand the blast of an atomic bomb, and yet it
Giganto.
still pales in comparison to Namor's own strength.
No kidding! The Submariner is strong enough to match the savage, incredible Hulk.
Damn.
Who's lifted 150 billion tons of rock for over a minute. If that's not good enough for you, how about the time Namor held up a whole frigging island all by himself?
He's
Right.
quick enough to catch the Human Torch, absorb and discharge
and
electricity
it's-
powerful enough to injure
Made
Dr.
Thanos bleed
Doom,
with a
took on
punch.
Thor Trident to hammer, survived a mountain falling on
Matched the
him,
Hulk
and
in
even
twice, blah, blah,
resisted
blah,
the
blah.
mind control powers of the Purple Man.
The what?
See, Boomstick, in the grand scheme of things, little winged feet aren't so bad when you could have been called Purple Man.
Alright, Namor is pretty awesome for an elf in a Speedo.
Excuse me? This is not a Speedo, Jimmy, okay? These are my panties from Atlantis.
Too bad he gets a bit, unstable if he's out of the water for too long.
True,
That's
Namor's
true.
had a strange history of shifting personalities, sometimes even playing the part of villain. Apparently, his bouts of anger stem from a strange bipolar defect brought on by oxygen imbalance. Which, last I checked, isn't quite how bipolar disorder works.
No, Wiz, I have the same kind of problem. I get super evil and grumpy when I haven't had a beer in at least 24 hours.
24?
12, 6, 2. Screw you.
Boomstick, that's a chemical dependency.
Ah.
It's like my personal hero, Bane.
You're missing the point.
Oh, you think the point is your ally, but you merely adopted the point. I was born in it, molded.
How about that point? At the end of the day, as long as there is water in his veins, the Avenging Sun is a heroic king of his people and a terrifying opponent.
Know that I am Namor, ruler of the kingdom of Atlantis.
That's got-
Your time in the sun is over.
That is gonna be the dumbest thing
All
ever.
right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
But first, I wonder if Blue Apron has any fish on the menu this week.
Oh.
By now, you've probably heard of Blue Apron, the
That's
leading
it.
meal
After
kit
this, I'm
delivery
gonna get some
service
of
in
these.
the U.S.
Choose your meals each week, get the
Every single
ingredients
time they bring
delivered to
this
your
up, I get
doorstep, and
hungry.
whip up a meal using the easy-to-follow directions provided. It's so simple, even Wiz can do it.
Well, yeah, this is a great way to learn cooking without worrying over ingredients or prior organization, which is what tripped me up all the time before I tried Blue Apron for myself.
Yep, and no more last-minute trips to the grocery store because I didn't realize I picked up coconut oil instead of canola oil.
You can select from a huge variety of meal plans, including the
when are we
kid-approved
gonna
family
have Goku
plan,
versus
vegetarian
Superman 3?
options, and the brand new WW Freestyle plan.
My favorite part is feeling like a master chef, making creative and delicious meals with my own hands. You guys really need to try it out.
It's pretty nice coming home knowing I'll have a delicious meal I can whip up with ease.
Check out this week's menu and get $60 off at blueapron.com/battle. That's blueapron.com/battle.
Blue Apron, a better way to cook.
But right now, it's time for a death battle!
Okay, I'm gonna have some burgers.
Look out below!
Uh-oh.
Peasant! You dare splash the Prince of Blood? Plenty of space around the pool, Spock.
Spock. Okay, here we go.
You may be a prince, but I am the king of the seven seas.
That's awesome. Okay, here we go. Where's the fight part? Okay, so they're in a pool. Seriously? Yeah, one's in the air and okay, there we go. They're in the ocean. No, they're not. They're in the. Huh? What the hell? Golems? What? Actually, I wonder if this seal I thought we were like, hold on, which one was?
I will not submit.
Hold on, which one do we obey? Aquaman or Namor? Not gonna lie, this is actually pretty damn cool. No. Yeah, I think Namor's got this one.
Everyone has their place. That's just how things are. You should understand yours.
Okay, he's got sharks.
You are such a terrific dumbass.
Come on. The dolphins. Oh, that was cool. Okay. Jesus Christ, those things are scary.
Let's see whose power truly controls the sea, shall we?
Oh.
I dig it.
That's actually a pretty damn good. Jeez Louise, look at those things.
Seems we're evenly matched. Or maybe I've been saving another trick. No! You control me?
Uh-oh.
Impossible!
Oh crap.
Have at 'em, boys! Dinner's on the king tonight.
Damn. Where's Giganto?
Oh man, am I underwater?
Yeah, I
Or
thought
am I
so.
just sweating so much for
I
how
called it.
intense that got.
Aquaman and Namor's powers were so similar and well matched, this fight could have reasonably gone in either one's favor.
Yeah.
In fact, neither had many powers that the other did not possess in some way.
Yeah.
Like how Namor had his mutant wing feet, but Aquaman's magic trident could let him fly too.
Still, while Namor could certainly have won this in some circumstances,
Yeah.
Aquaman had the potential he needed to take the victory more times than not.
Yeah.
Namor could match Savage Hulk, who held up 150 billion tons. But remember, Aquaman stopped Atlan's continent-crushing attack, which had a potential energy over 150 trillion tons of TNT.
Not exactly a one-to-one comparison, but consider Namor's own similar feat, keeping the island Utopia from falling. We can estimate the island's size and weight using this panel, coming to a little over 178,000 tons. Considering the weight applied as force through the pillar Namor was pushing up, this means the potential energy exerted onto Namor would only be 1,425 tons of TNT. The energy Aquaman stopped was 109 billion times greater.
Sure, Namor was fast enough to easily catch up to the Human Torch, who flies over 140 miles per hour on a normal day, and sometimes even thousands of times the speed of sound.
But Aquaman has routinely kept pace with Wonder Woman, who has been frequently shown to move thousands of times the speed of light.
Okay.
Yeah, but none of that strength and speed would matter if the Submariner just ordered a bunch of sharks to eat him first, right?
Namor could command sea life, sure, but Aquaman could directly dominate their minds and force them to act on his will. And while Namor can telepathically communicate with other Atlanteans, he could not create hemorrhages or seizures like Aquaman could. Though Namor could certainly resist these mental attacks, similar to how he survived the Purple Man, this is still solid evidence that Aquaman's telepathy was more powerful.
Okay. Then.
Oh, and don't forget, Aqua King can make his underwater buddies physically stronger with the Clear, while Namor was stuck commanding plain old everyday fish.
Overall, while their extremely similar powers were so closely matched, Aquaman had the edge in just enough of them to prove himself the strongest king of the sea.
Ooh.
Aquaman could see victory, but at least Namor tried it.
The winner
Okay, that's
is
good.
Aquaman.
Trident.
Hey, thanks for watching the first episode.
And that was awesome. And having a battle royale with Mega Man, awesome. I can't wait. That's pretty freaking sweet. So, what did I think? That was pretty cool. I liked it, and I'm still waiting for that Goku versus Superman fight 3. But yeah, it is a thing. I mean, okay, if they are going to make a Goku versus Superman, Goku versus Superman 3, the thing we need to understand is Goku's base form from when he was fighting Beerus is much more powerful, you know, since then. So you know, how do I say this? His base power is much more powerful than it was when he went up against Beerus the first time, and you know, he's gotten a lot more powerful since then. I mean, he's got like a Super Saiyan Blue, which is like a 50 times multiplier. Then there's the Kaioken times 10 to 20. Then Ultra Instinct and then Master Ultra Instinct and so on and so forth. I mean, I know some people, you know, are still waiting for that fight, and you know what? It's a great fight. I love seeing Goku versus Superman. It's a great fight. So yeah, that was pretty freaking sweet. So if there's anything you guys want me to react to, just leave it in the comment section below, and I will get to that video as soon as I can. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. Thank you guys for watching, and if there's a series you want me to check out and review and give my thoughts on it, or if there's a top 10 list you want me to do, or any reactions, or responses, or rants on anything geeky, just leave links and comments in the comment sections below, and I'll get to them as soon as I can. And if you guys want to follow me on my social medias, I'm on minds.com, Twitch, Dailymotion, and Hatron, Reddit, BitChute, aka the new YouTube, DeviantArt, Discord, VidMe, Gab, Twitter, Tumblr, Patreon, GoFundMe, PayPal, and my other social medias are down there in the description box below, so if you want to go and check them out, please do. And don't forget to subscribe and share this video. And please go and check out my new skeptic channel, Gypsy Freak. It's also down there in the description box below. Peace out.